Okay, well, hello everyone. This is Terra Quattor. I'm doing it this way. I'm kind of standing. I'm not even sitting. Setup's awful. This is breaking. My light mount is kind of coming apart right now. But I guess I can just come out and start by apologizing for having not been doing any videos for a while. Definitely haven't been in the right mindset yet lately. I apologize for that. It's on me. When last year's project came to an end, I kind of felt that sense of being at a loss because I'm not going to continue the exact same project all over again. So there was that. So mild depresso, I guess you could say, mildly. A few anxiety-ridden things being that we didn't complete overhaul cleaning of the house because we were supposed to have inspections happen last Friday. It was all scheduled. Got everything ready. Did a whole bunch of things for the kids. Got it all ready, and they never showed up. No idea why. But now it's officially Tuesday. It's supposed to be a day Tessa likes to do. I was prepping to go into VR today. I was going to do that today. Had a change of plans, and that's not entirely my fault. Well, it's not my fault at all that the plans changed. It's something came up today, and this year is definitely, I'd say over the next couple months is definitely hard mode. And I'll just come out and say it. I think we're being sued. I'm not 100% on how this is going because I have to take this paper to our property managers because the city is suing our previous property management. So the previous ones, the new property management who bought the property, whom we are renting to, the bank that authorized the sale. For some reason, the treasurer of this county is listed, and the commissioners, but they're all listed as defendants for this lawsuit. But occupants of the premises, we're listed as defendants, and I have no idea why. No one's telling me anything, so I have to take a copy of this summons over to my property managers tomorrow to figure out what's going on. By the sounds of it, what I can say is you've heard me complain about Great Plains Improvement Foundation before. Our previous tenants, or not tenants, sorry, our previous property managers. When we were their tenants at this property we're renting right now, it was a terrible experience. Getting them to do maintenance requests when they were needed was difficult. Very, very difficult. I know when it came to the shed that used to be here, they never repaired. And it was completely filled, like top to bottom, wall to wall, was just filled with the previous tenant's stuff. And it was there for over 2 years, and I had to clean it out because they kept saying, "Oh, we'll do it, we'll do it, we'll do it," and I finally had to do it. It had to come out of my pocket. It had to come out of my pocket, effort, and risk. So I took care of that. And there are other problems that kept creeping up to where I guess that's one of the reasons why they filed for bankruptcy and were going out of business last year. The property sold last year, and I thought that was the end of it because they sold the property. It was sold. The new owners, they renewed our lease, they kept everything, and everything was all hunky-dory. New Year's rolls around and I see a news headline that the previous owners are being sued for improperly selling properties because they were under what they call the HUD program, or Housing and Urban Development. So they sold houses that were under HUD improperly without the city's proper notification, and apparently some of the properties had liens on them for repairs that they didn't pay. or those basic things that they did not pay, which got slapped onto their mortgage. They filed for bankruptcy, and apparently, as far as I know, didn't tell the city. And it sounds like they. I can't. That's the furthest I can go because that's the complaint on file. But I don't know why I'm listed. I don't know why we in this house are listed as defendants. Although the best I can think is maybe we're witnesses. But excuse me. Sorry. So that's the best I can think, is that we're listed because we're tenants, not because we're under any financial liability. But the looks of it is, this is a city foreclosure lawsuit. So they're foreclosing on multiple properties that this person bought from my previous property managers. So they're purchasing, or they purchased a bunch of property, but they're being foreclosed on because of the liens and because they were under HUD. And right now, I don't know. I keep getting, in the brief time I was able to get a hold of anyone from our new property managers today, which this all started around 3 o'clock this afternoon. And at the time of recording, it's almost 5:30. So 2.5 hours ago is when I found out, when I got this summons. And the way this city works is the summons, they give us 20 days. That's how long we have to give a response to the summons. I'm guessing that the new owner is going to give a response too, but I have to talk with them over at the property management, and by physically going there tomorrow and determining whether or not I have to lawyer up too, or if their lawyer is going to represent us. Because more or less, we're innocent. We're just innocent because we were tenants who were fulfilling our obligations as renters. I can understand that there were issues, but some of those issues cropped up because I wasn't getting the help or maintenance requests like I was supposed to. Heck, there were certain things that were listed under their responsibilities that they tried to put on us as being responsible for. Like pest control. It became partially our responsibility. I don't want to go into that. It's a huge mess. But as of right now, I have no idea what's going on with our home. It's up in the air. We live below the poverty line, so that's why we were in a HUD home. So I apologize for those who get a job and everything. We're disabled. I don't want to go into all the details. It's complicating. It's a mess. It's embarrassing. I don't like talking about it. But getting into a new place is a nightmare for people in our situation. If I could find work that I could do around here, that I could get to and perform, yeah, I'd do it. That's the complication. A whole different thing. But we're barely getting by right now. And I need to worry about getting this taken care of. I can try to give what updates I can, because there's only so much I can talk about with this. I can talk about mostly what's on this complaint without giving too many key details. I probably already disclosed quite a bit, but a lot of this is now public knowledge because it's from the city. Well, not to mention the local news also brought it up before any of us tenants even knew what was going on, which really bothers me that the news outlets out here knew before the tenants, and it's sounding like the tenants knew before the new property managers knew. The way they found out was by me calling them. They had a vague idea that something might be going on. That was it. But they got the confirmation through me. I think the property managers are the owners are supposed to be getting these kinds of disclosures first before your tenants. But I got it first, so something really weird's going on, and I do have a suspicion that one of the city managers is behind some of this, where when they decide they don't like someone, they make their living situation a living bondugal or whatever. They make it difficult, and when they want to go through foreclosures and everything like that, they ram it through. So they make it incredibly difficult to combat them. And that's what I'm seeing. But we're going to do everything right. We're going to try to get our paperwork in order, find out if we need representation, and whether or not our property managers will be willing to represent us. Because, I would definitely testify against our previous our previous property managers. It was not a good experience. I got along with the person I brought the rent to. Bless her heart, she did what she could. I tried to communicate, but when it came to maintenance, communication would just flatline. It would take months to get things done. There are certain things that still need to be done, and I don't know if they ever will or were. I don't know if they ever were or will be. I mean, under the new property management, they will. But there are certain things that I know need to be worked on that the previous property management hid. They probably didn't disclose all the problems. Like, the break in the sewer outline. There's a break in there that's near our old gas meter. And the reason I know is because there was a plumber that came out here when we first moved in. There were about 3 years it would clog every few months to every year. And I took measures to mitigate that. But needless to say, I don't think that ever got fixed. I've been minimizing the pressure on that broken pipe. But I do not remember them ever working on that line. I know the city said it was homeowner side instead of the city side, so the previous property management was supposed to be responsible for it. And there was a huge runaround where they tried to deceive, I think 3 different plumbing agencies. From my experience of dealing with communicating with the plumbers who would communicate with me, barely got any information from the landlord. So they'd communicate with me, tell me what's going on, let me know that they're telling them, and to keep certain things close to my chest so they could check and make sure. But that's probably because they get to come back. But I remember clearly there is a break in the line. City said it's our side. They snaked it through, found where the pipe should be like this. It was like this, kind of thing. So it was broken, and I do not remember them ever fixing it. And if that's the case, I can say with little doubt that they did not disclose this information to the buyers, the people who bought the properties. Because there are multiple properties involved with this lawsuit. I'm just one of many. Or I'm one of many tenants who are involved with this lawsuit. It's just, I got 20 days to get this figured out, and quickly. So if I find out if I'm going to be needing any help, I'm just going to spread it around and be like, guys, we're a family of 4 on disability, and we're kind of idiots. Spread this around so we don't lose our home, kind of thing. But I'll update if that has to happen. Hopefully it doesn't, because the first call that I finally got through this afternoon at about 4:15, got a hold of them. They said, don't worry, you're not going to lose your home. We know what's going on. Your word over the phone doesn't mean a lot when I've been going through this kind of crap for 6 years. It's been a 6-year nightmare. Though the last 6 months have been better with these new property managers. They've maintained things and communicate. They have an online system for me to be able to put in maintenance requests and pay my rent. So communication is a lot more straightforward and things get taken care of faster with these new property managers. I'd love to be able to stick with them, and I don't want to see this house get foreclosed on them because they did everything right. It's Great Plains that screwed everyone. That's my speculation. I'm speculating here that Great Plains screwed everyone. Anyway, I'm wishing for the best. Expect the worst, hope for the best. That's kind of the mentality I'm in. But today is just the shock of the whole. Hey, your previous. I was really hoping I was finally done with Great Plains and never had to hear about them again. But here they are haunting my butthole. Pardon me for saying it that way, but they have given me stress, constipation, and anxiety diarrhea for 6 years. And now I have to poop again. Thanks, Great Plains! This is Tarek Watar wishing everyone a wonderful Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your January. I'm sorry I've been gone so long. It's gonna be hectic. I'll keep everyone updated on what's going on. I'm only gonna hope for the best. Y'all take care of yourselves, and I'll give you an update after I've gotten... This next update will happen. Pardon me, my eye itches like crazy at the moment. Oh dear. It itches. Oh, it itches. I'll give you an update once I find out from our new property managers, which hopefully will be tomorrow. In the meantime, this is Tarek Wator signing out. Hope everyone takes care of themselves. I'm fingers crossed. We'll see you tomorrow.